to Opposites React. That's Whitney. I'm Ashley, and we are heavy into some Loretta requests.
Yes.
We keep oscillating back and forth between Loretta and Loretta because we're not sure how she wants us to pronounce it.
Hopefully we're not being offensive. But
So, Loretta on three. 1, 2, 3, Loretta. And she requested for us to watch, is it Pisces?
Yeah, I think so. But this has been on our list and requested
Heavily.
since the beginning.
Yes.
I am so excited to
Me
check
too.
her out.
Yes, Jinjer.
I only know it's a her because of all the comments.
Mm-hmm. And she specifically requested that we watch the live session. And so this says Jinjer Pisces live session. So
hopefully
we
this is
are
the right
watching
one.
it. There was also like a live at Wacken Open Air, but that did not say live session, so we picked this one. So
Hopefully this is right.
yes. And here we go. I'm very excited. All right, here we go. We have matching hair.
She's gonna say the same thing. You have the same hair.
Step forward and meeting your sunrise. A coward is shivering inside today. I'll be a friend of mine who swallows suffering with smile. I drew a different reality with unconditional loyalty. Ego heart, they can be because I'm selfless.
I was not anticipating that. I should have been. But I was not. And the tone of her, I guess, okay, what is the appropriate term for that? Is it screaming?
I've always referred to
Growling?
I've always referred to it as screaming. Some people call it growling, but I've always referred to it as screaming.
That sound does not sound like that come out of her.
I think that's the appeal.
Because, do you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times you can see, like, okay, that's a girl or whatever. Like,
Yes,
you can
because
match
she has
it.
Her tone is so low and also very full. Usually when a
that's
female,
a good word.
Usually when a female screamer is singing in a low tone, it sounds thin. And she has a very robust low scream. And she's not even cupping the mic. So there's not any, she's not necessarily playing with the reverb. I don't know because like that's a very, because that's a studio mic, there might be just a lot of reverb naturally on it. So she wouldn't have to cup the mic to get a lot of reverb out of it. But she does have a very full low scream, which is not typical for a female vocalist.
Okay, because I was going to say, like, that was impressive.
Yeah.
Even watching her, it tells me that it's live. My brain wants to say this is fake. All the time I'm just like, no, that's not real.
And you know, when we were watching, was it Lorna Shore? And I was talking about The high register screams are not my favorite, and I like it when there's a dynamic to
Yes.
the scream. I do like how she could go from that lower register and she would pull it like that. Like she can slide her screams from the low register into the higher scream and have that.
There's some dynamic to the scream instead of just I'm saying lyrics in this scream.
Exactly. Like I really like that about the way that she uses her voice.
Yeah.
No promises I ever give. Don't rely on me and I won't deceive. The beginning or the end you can't tell. When I wave my fin and shake my tail, I grew a different normality with unblameable morality. Hooks and
It's interesting because you can hear in the verse it's a very condensed vocal tone, but then when she switches over to the bridge or the pre-chorus, it's a doubled vocal track. So either there's an effect on the pedal or there's somebody in the booth doubling it.
Oh.
Like you can hear it switch. Listen.
my tail. Beginning or the end you can't tell. When I wave my fin and shake my tail, I grew a different
You hear the doubling now?
with unblameable morality. Hooks and nets are there for me, but I'm skittish. Neptune's child, shivering inside, drowns in the liquid gold. Cherish his life to the underworld. Make me flashing when the winter cries.
Voices swimming through the river, hold the life against the stream.
Searching for the room to catch on and see the sunbeam.
Don't suffocate in painful tortures, long-cutting tables of callous men, wandering on of phantom butchers. Emeralds are whipped away, emeralds are whipped away, emeralds are whipped away, emeralds are whipped away.
I liked that she could switch, at least in that last little bit. She seems to switch from like her singing voice to her screaming voice. Is that hard to do?
No, not necessarily. I mean, you're using totally different parts of your instrument. So in a screaming voice, you're basically constricting your vocal folds and pushing the air out from a tightened vocal fold. And it's more of like a like tightened area right here versus when you're belting, it's a
Very
wide breath
open.
and open. So it's totally different areas that you're singing from. So it's not too hard to switch back and forth, especially if you're taking a breath in between. But she just has a very full voice and a full tone. And I think that that's what's most impressive about her is the range that she has and her tone in particular, which like tone, you can't like, tone is something that you can't necessarily teach or practice into somebody. That's just, it's the tone of your voice. And yeah, you can alter your tone or change your tone or things like that, but it's not like tone is inherent to what your voice is.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The tone of my voice when I speak is annoying half the time. You know what I mean? Like people can have an abrasive tone, they can have a nagging tone, they can have an aggressive tone. You know what I mean? Like it's just how your voice sounds naturally. And so yeah, you can alter it to some degree, but her singing voice is naturally very buttery and her screaming voice is naturally very full and robust and not thin. When I scream, I don't, my screaming voice is very thin. Not very thin, but on the thinner side.
Okay.
And so like I scream better in my mids and highs are better screams than my lows. And so like having a robust low is rare for a female vocalist in a heavy band.
Okay.
So
I thought she was really good.
It was really impressive. Yeah, she was really good. As far as like musically, I have a hard time resonating with like concept songs. You know what I mean? Where it's like, obviously that was very like, it's Pisces and aquatically themed. It was a concept song and stuff like that. I'm sure if I had more time to like delve into the meaning of it, maybe I could resonate with it a little bit deeper and connect with it more. But I think I was so fixated on the technique and things like that it was more like, oh, I'm fixating on her and her vocal technique. There was some cool things going on with like the hi-hat things that the drummer was doing for a little portion of it in the rim shots, and there was like a really cool bass fill that the bassist did there for a minute. But for the most part, it was just me focusing on her.
I was
her
focusing
vocal
a lot
technique.
on her as well.
Yeah. And it was more technique than lyrics that I was focusing on. So anyway, but yeah, it was really cool. Thank you for suggesting it. It was really cool to check her out finally.
Yeah. I'm glad we had the opportunity to check her out. So.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Like
Thank
and subscribe.
you. All right. Bye.